Hello. Once again I come before you as a representative of the Illuminati. You may call me the Man. Well, I'm here today to answer yet another question from one of our viewers. Could you explain about Project Bluebeam? And I would be happy to. I cannot think of a more misunderstood project that the Illuminati is currently undertaking. And I can see why it's misunderstood, and actually it's partially our fault. So let me explain. Project Bluebeam, if you're not familiar with it, is apparently a project where we are supposed to project in the sky the return of a deity, or maybe a UFO or something like that. Something to bring the entire world together into a one world government. Run by us, of course, the Illuminati. And if you've seen any of the rest of my videos, you know that that's just not the way that we operate. We're not so much about covert control as we are about influence. And that's actually worked out pretty well for us for the last 300 years, so we're not planning on changing that. But it is partially our fault that this information came to be, and here's the backstory on that, okay? At the time, in the 80s, when VHS was king, our tech guy at the time, Larry, not to be confused with Laney, of course, who is our tech guy now. Larry was giving a speech at the Bilderberg conference that year, and it was a technical speech on the upcoming transmission of course, movies and things of that nature. And we're very interested in movies. That's how we get our message across many, many times and try to influence the culture. So at the time, we realized that VHS tape was just kind of a stepping stone. We needed something better. Well, there was a guy in the audience who was very, very, very curious, and he kept asking a lot of questions. And of course, Larry thought he was a member of the Bilderberg Society, so he kept answering those questions. But it turned out the guy was actually a conspiracy theorist who had a small newsletter that he published, and he had dressed as a waiter and snuck into the whole meeting there. That was rather embarrassing. However, he was not technically savvy, and so as Larry spoke, he mentioned certain things about resolution and high definition and beyond high definition, and how you can project it on a large scale and without any resolution loss, and it's better than real life and all kinds of stuff like that. Anyway, well, the guy just kind of, took it from there. And so when Larry's talk on the upcoming Blu-ray technology was over, Project Bluebeam was born. So I hope this kind of clears things up. We can't do that. The technology to project a hologram into the sky that is, well, visible to everybody, and that it's just way, way out there. And we're not talking about a Tupac situation, of course, because that was a very controlled environment using 100-year-old technology. No, we're talking about something that, well, it's just impossible. And if we ever did have that technology, you can bet that we'd use it to play movies, because that's just what we do. And commercials, of course. So anyway, I hope that clears everything up. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section below. And once again, let me urge you, the Anunnaki audit is still undergoing. So if you want to be nice to your neighbor, that would be, well, that would just be great. And when you see those chemtrails up there blazing in the sky, I wouldn't worry about them either. Just relax and breathe deeply.